Relying on memory and gut feeling makes performance reviews inherently unstable. Without a structured framework, the evaluation process is as fragile as a house of cards, ready to collapse under its own weight. When that structure fails, the fallout is entirely predictable. Feedback becomes subjective. Employees lose trust in the process, and leadership is left making flawed decisions about compensation, promotions, and training based on opinion rather than fact. The graphic rating scale exists to eliminate that subjectivity. It provides a standardized framework that forces evaluators to assess performance against clearly defined, consistent criteria. By the end of this video, you will build one of these tools from scratch. We will design a customized, business-ready evaluation form that you can deploy immediately. To start, open a blank spreadsheet on your computer. Before you type anything, pick one specific role in your organization, like a project manager or a sales representative, to focus on for this build. Because without a standardized scale to anchor the conversation, a performance review is just a subjective debate. With it, you have a data-backed evaluation. Step 1 is defining a single primary purpose for this evaluation. Organizations often try to use one form to handle compensation, succession planning, and employee development all at once. Trying to serve multiple purposes on a single document guarantees confusion and conflicting data. Begin with a clean spreadsheet, typing a clear objective, like measure current performance, at the top. Next, populate the left column with role-specific performance factors. You must cap this list, stopping at exactly 8 factors. This limitation forces specificity. Technical roles require accuracy. Client-facing roles need communication. Evaluating too many irrelevant traits overwhelms the manager, dilutes the focus of the review, and ruins the quality of the resulting data. Now we build the continuum, adding new columns numbered 1 through 5 horizontally across the top. A 5-point numerical scale is the industry standard. It offers enough nuance to differentiate performance levels without over-analysis. But numbers alone are not enough. We must introduce behavioral anchors. These are specific, written descriptions of what a performance level actually looks like in practice. A common mistake is using vague personality traits. Labeling a score as a good attitude leaves the rating entirely open to personal interpretation. We cross out the subjective phrase good attitude and replace it with a concrete, observable business outcome. Proactively solves client issues without supervision. Go down your spreadsheet and write these specific behavioral descriptions beneath each number on your scale. Once you have them written, audit your work. Read each description and ask yourself if it describes an observable behavior. If it describes a personality trait, rewrite it immediately. Without observable behavioral anchors, the numbers on your scale mean nothing. They invite unconscious bias right back into the evaluation. Let's assemble the final layout. The spreadsheet aligns the 1 to 5 scale directly next to the performance factors. To prevent a mechanical checkbox exercise, we add a new column on the far right for manager comments. Establish a strict rule for your evaluators. Manager comments must logically support the numerical rating. The comments provide context. They do not replace the score. Your form is built, but deployment requires training. Add a quick guide section to the bottom of your document to train the managers. This do and don't list highlights cognitive biases to avoid, specifically warning against recency bias, judging an employee only on their latest work, and the halo effect, letting one positive trait artificially inflate all other scores. You can design the perfect rating scale, but without training your evaluators to bypass their own psychological biases, the tool will fail. By combining carefully selected factors, observable anchors, and bias training, your blank page transforms into a highly structured evaluation tool. This mechanism immediately standardizes expectations. It guarantees that every employee in a similar role is judged against the exact same fair baseline. Before rolling this out company-wide, pilot test your new form with a single small team. This allows you to identify and refine any confusing behavioral anchors based on real-world use. Remember that the rating scale is a foundational layer. To get the best results, you must pair this structured documentation with continuous one-on-one coaching and feedback. The graphic rating scale removes subjective guesswork. When designed correctly, it elevates performance reviews into objective, data-backed assets that drive actual business decisions.